recording, fellas.
All right,
It can all be edited. You know what I mean?
Oh, why edit? Okay, I gotta collect myself. Let me have a drink. Real quick. What time is your curfew?
I don't think I have one.
What's up, guys? We're here at Plum Positive Show,
Mm-hmm.
coming to you from the Transuse Rooter and Plumbing Studio, brought to you by
Bingham Insurance and Financial,
Yes,
the only.
In the world.
the only one in the world. We do
Well, I
whatever we-
always like to say, especially China.
Yeah,
Especially China.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there either.
Yep. And yeah, I think we should. I really think we should start doing our jingle.
The jingle. Well, now we finally have all three of us back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's been 3
weeks.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's true. The game's back. We're finally back.
We're back.
We're back.
I
Yeah.
got abducted and probed, and
Yep.
You did.
the soreness finally went away yesterday.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brandon, had to
He
take
was-
care of some business
He was
last
on,
week.
He was
Oh,
on the
yeah?
moon. He was on the moon with
On the moon.
GameStop.
Yep, with
Yeah.
GameStop.
Was Jimmy.
He came back
did.
negative $5,000.
Yeah.
But
Just like gambling in Cherokee,
Yeah,
like
but, you
normally
know,
happens.
Right.
It's
that's
correct.
life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But people love the jingle.
they do.
So let's kick it off. 1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome to the Plum Positive Show.
That's great, and you're welcome, America. You're welcome.
Just keep,
Oh, yeah.
please hit rewind and
Yes,
just on
keep
repeat.
playing it. It will be your favorite 3-second song.
It's been an earworm, and it's been an earworm for me for weeks. Thank you, Aaron.
It is
You're
very
welcome.
catchy, and it
Yeah.
was funny because I know you said it last week, but even though I wasn't here last week, I did listen.
Good job.
Right. Glad you did. Supported the podcast.
I do support the podcast, but you were talking about like like he started it like 2 months ago, and he just kind of did it a couple times, and then it just kind of sticks in your head. So, anyways,
Kids love it. So if your kids are listening, then sorry.
And I
That's
just
true.
They'll be singing it back to
spilled Tito's on myself, which was nice.
that's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. Speaking, you know what else people love?
What do people love?
People absolutely love to listen to us
Oh yeah, they do.
on other platforms.
The millions.
The millions upon millions. So if you don't know, you need to know. And if you don't know, now you know.
All right.
We are on YouTube.
Yep.
Okay. So if you're watching us, you're probably watching us on YouTube.
this.
But we're on Spotify,
Yep.
Tuned In, iHeart, Google Podcast,
Yeah.
Apple. We're still, I don't know what's going on with that, but we're still.
They have a long process.
They
It's
do-
Apple for
they,
God's
they
sakes.
do have a long, and I
Yeah.
think it's. I actually think it could be the length of your hair, from what I understand,
Or the aliens.
It could be that too.
I think it's the aliens.
It's always aliens. It's always aliens.
We recommend you watch us on YouTube though, because
We do.
you can see our beautiful faces
Right.
faces. I
and,
got-
and that hair. over
Yeah.
there.
And if you're in the car, listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Actually, watch us while you're driving.
Well, you know,
As an insurance agent, I strongly discourage that.
well, we won't talk about that 90. What was that? 90 some Acura that you had, or Integra that you had.
93 Acura.
Yeah,
Acura.
Acura,
Integra. Yeah.
Acura, Integra. Yeah.
With the
Where is it?
DVD in there. I
The
didn't
DVD
watch.
in there. I'm like, man, I love. Can we watch Finding Nemo while we go and?
That's what we were watching.
Yeah, it's true.
Finding Nemo. True story.
It is a
Okay.
true story.
Two grown men just watching.
Don't worry about
Finding
that. We
Nemo.
were not grown back then. We were 18 and 19, so
Well,
we do not consider that
yes.
grown.
I mean, I love Pixar, so I can't really.
Let
say.
me
Is
get
that
my
Pixar, DreamWorks?
Yeah, let me get my disclaimer out of the way.
Yeah, get your.
Because that was not advice, by the way.
Okay.
Do not watch and drive.
Yes, we are
If you
also
think
not.
you heard that, you did not. Just like our
No,
our
you-
stock.
Yeah, we are not financial advisors.
Yeah, so that's my disclaimer. I don't want to get sued.
You should watch movies and drive.
Watch at your own risk.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
I do have some stage in here. It's true.
Yeah.
What you got in there? Oh, yeah, you do. All right,
Don't worry
Fletcher, what's
about
up,
what I
buddy?
do.
Is everybody drinking?
Don't worry about it.
Is everybody drinking?
Don't worry
Tito's?
about
I have liquid in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still hungover from Super Bowl 55
Ooh,
because there was nothing else to do but to drink.
it was the worst Super Bowl. Who was it? The Chiefs and the Rams a few years ago. That was
2
just
years
a
ago.
Really boring.
Yeah, because the score was like 3-3.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I actually enjoyed it.
Did you?
The place I was at watching, we played games all the time with money, so
Oh, okay.
There you
it
go.
was just a constant,
Just winning money.
winning money. Well, I didn't win that much, but
I did win the squares. I know that we all did the squares, and I did squares with a different group of buddies. Since the score didn't change from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, I won both quarters.
That's
Won a buck
Dang.
40. Yeah.
Aiden, my 11-year-old son, racked up, and I told him he had rent due. So I'm still trying to collect right now.
I put mine all back into GameStop.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. That's exactly right.
Fletcher has true diamond hands.
Just a bag holder at
That's
this point.
true. But we are coming to you tonight. We're actually, the episode is about sports, right? So you hear us goofy guys kind of get on a tantrum sometimes about sports because we all love sports. So what better topic to talk about in current events?
Right.
7-time champion.
Super
Tom
Bowl
Brady.
champion.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is.
And I even made a post about this. And what's so crazy about that is, I text you guys this. I said, you know what? I think that he just became the greatest athlete to ever play now.
Ooh.
That's
Wait.
what I think.
Greatest athlete across all sports?
I think so. Because right. So people like to do this, and you notice what we're going to talk about, because I think this is what gets people riled up, right?
It gets the people going.
It gets what grinds your gears, Fletch.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady grinds my gears.
He does. Because to this point, people sometimes like to look at stats only, right? You have your statisticians, and they like to look at all that stuff. But then you have wins, and when you're actually on the big stage, can you win the big games?
Steep.
Are we talking
7 out of 10, bro?
Yeah.
7, been to 10. Just to even fathom that he
Been to
could be
10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
God, wow.
Could, but he's not.
He's not.
Are we talking accolades? Are we talking like athletic ability?
Yeah.
Or what?
Well, that's the debate, right? That's the master debate.
Since you are the master debater,
I am that. We learned about that earlier, but anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but seriously, because I think everybody judges it differently, which is why there's, Stephen A. Smith, all these people that are these announcers, because these analysts, they judge it different. So how do y'all judge it? I actually do believe I go by wins and big wins. So I think he solidified himself as the greatest athlete to me.
I didn't even know I thought we were debating greatest football.
We're going to get down that route
we were
too.
breaking it down.
We will.
I don't know. So what about Bill Russell? He won 11 NBA championships.
Yep.
That's more than Brady.
That's true. That's true.
It's very tough to go greatest athlete of all time across the board because Serena Williams has more Grand Slams than not Grand Slams, but majors than Tom Brady has Super Bowl championships. So I don't know if you can. It's very tough to quantify the greatest athlete of all time.
I think it's harder to win an NFL game than it is to win an NBA game.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think 7 times and being 10 times, and I think that the argument now is, and it used to be people tried to have systems for different quarterback schemes, right, in the NFL, and I think now I think is really showcasing that the quarterback sincerely is and I'm not saying people don't think that this is the most important, but I do believe by what Tom Brady has done, he's kind of made.
He's got the refs to change the rules because of him.
That's true.
He gets protected. He gets all the calls.
There sure was a lot of flags.
There were a lot of flags against Kansas City.
But
all legit, by the way.
Ooh, there were
all
some
legit.
ticky-tack calls.
So basketball, you have to, when you get to the playoffs, you have to win 16 games
Yep.
to win the championship. In football, it's 3 or 4. Depends if you have that bye. So
Right.
you think it's
I think-
easier?
But
Easier for basketball, you think?
I do.
Just because you have to coordinate 11 people on the field per side in football versus 5. And
No, it's
coordinating
55.
What's
Well,
that?
it's a 53-man roster. So
Yeah,
in the NFL, so compared to
11, 12.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, but every team has the same amount of players, so it's not like
Right, but coordinating 11 people per side in a football game seems a lot more difficult than coordinating 5 people per side.
I think
In
NBA.
b-ball.
I think my argument
12,
here is
12
NBA, right?
Yeah.
Because I think you math.
There's a bench.
But I think
Well, then, sorry, coordinating 53 people on the football side then compared to 12.
But I think winning college is more difficult because it's one game, which makes
Yep.
the college basketball tournament, March Madness, the greatest because you could have the best thing. Well, we saw for the first time 3 years ago, one beating
16 seed.
and a 1.
Yep, beating UVA.
Yeah, and we knew it was a matter of time.
Yeah.
And then they come back the next year and won a
And won
freaking
it.
championship.
Yep.
So I think it's, but I think it's easier to win a basketball game than it is to win an NFL game. But no, I agree with you. If you're actually talking about, obviously, if you look at Tom Brady, he's not an athlete, but damn,
Yeah.
he's good at what he does.
Yes, I think don't get me wrong, and I'm probably gonna by saying this, I'm gonna prevent Tom Brady from ever being a guest on the show.
It's okay.
I hate the man.
I hate him too.
I hate the man.
No, I hate him too.
I think he's the greatest football player, but he also kisses his son way too long, which is really weird.
And on the lips, too. Right?
On the lips.
Which
Have
I'm,
you seen
I
this?
did not see this.
Have
No,
you seen this?
I've
Oh,
not
dude!
seen
So I've got to talk about this.
Okay, I did
It
not
is
know
the
this.
weirdest thing. He's the greatest football player.
No, which son? Because he's got a son my age.
well, he's been
like
doing
11
this
or 12.
forever. He's been doing this forever because I remember last time he won the Super Bowl, I remember seeing him do it. He did it to
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. Everybody on the lips.
Yeah.
He
Everybody.
kissed Bill Belichick
Yes.
on the lips.
Well,
Yes.
he sold his soul to the devil, so I'm sure he kissed the devil too. But
Yes.
no, there's this video, and Tom Brady is like shirtless in a towel on the massage
I'm already
on the
uncomfortable.
massage table, and the son comes over. He's like, "Hey, Dad, can I check my fantasy football scores?" And he's like, "Yeah, come here, give me a kiss." And so the kid comes over there and gives him like a little peck, just a little. And he starts walking away, and Tom Brady's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, come on back here. That wasn't long enough." And he comes back over there, and like it's like a 2 to 3 second kiss on the lips, and like the son, takes his shirt and wipes his lips off afterwards. It's weird. And I was talking to a friend about it, and Michaela, and she was like, "Well, like I kiss my kids on the lips," and I was like, "From like an extended period of time?" And she was like, "Yeah, my daughter will come over and kiss me on the lips and like give me a big smooch." I was like, "Yeah, but she initiated it. Your daughter initiated it."
And is it for 3 seconds long?
I don't know how long, but she doesn't think that the Tom Brady thing is weird, but I do.
I
But
do.
I certainly
I
do.
mean, I'm not. I don't even. I got a 2-year-old little girl. I'm like, here, kiss that.
I kiss my son on the lips,
Do you?
but very quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. Like showing your kids love and affection, great. But don't linger. I'm sure you like slipped a little tongue in there too,
Stop, Fletch. God dog it. See? What, y'all actually thought that we were going to get through a serious somewhat? No, it doesn't happen like that. Well, I've not seen this, and I don't think I want to see this.
Oh,
now.
we're showing it to you.
Oh, man. Oh, you got to, by the way.
I'm pretty sure the reason he's still so great at 43 years old winning Super Bowl championships, I think he is sucking the youth out of his children with these kisses. Just like a dementor from Harry Potter. Just sucking the youth right out of them.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible. His sons play lacrosse. I do know that, too.
What's that?
His sons play lacrosse.
Don't let him get near your
So does
son.
Drew.
I was going to bring up some QAnon stuff, but I won't go down that rabbit hole with the.
My head was going there too. Don't you worry about it. All right, so
Well, then, okay, yep. Well, okay. So let me ask you this. So we have, I think it's pretty fair to say that we all agree that Tom Brady's the best football player, right?
yes,
Who's number 2?
Quarterbacks or football?
I did
Football players.
football.
I did quarterbacks. So I thought y'all said quarterbacks.
Well, we can do quarterbacks. That's fine. I'm good with that.
I went Jerry Rice.
That's not a quarterback, but that's fine. All right,
Yeah,
Jerry
we
Rice.
said football players.
How many titles does Jerry have?
Jerry has 3 Super Bowl
3,
titles.
okay.
Yeah. Only receiver with 20,000 plus yards at like 22,000. Still leads the NFL in TD receptions and total receptions and consecutive games with at least one reception. 274 games in a row.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's an Iron Man.
He holds 36 NFL records.
It's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive.
Brady has more.
Does he have more NFL records?
I don't know, but
Well, from a QB standpoint, I like to go Joe Montana. When I was a kid, there was two people I remember watching Joe, and I remember watching Steve. And Steve Young was damn good too, and I love to watch Steve. And if you go back to the I feel like Steve was a great player. Steve won 3 Super Bowls.
Right.
Joe Montana won 4. But Joe Montana was kind of Terry we had this conversation too.
Yep.
Terry Bradshaw has 4 as well.
Yep. Love Terry. God, he's so funny.
Yeah. And then my third, I think just Joe in general was just a class act. I think he was just a great quarterback who holds still a lot of records as well. But he was a winner. Like that dude was a winner.
If you say this next,
I'll
name,
agree,
so-
I'll agree with Joe Montana. That's who I had for my number 2.
yeah.
Okay, so
Brady
we
was
agree with
1,
that.
and I did just quarterbacks, by the way,
Okay.
because I'm cool like that.
I did quarterbacks too mainly.
I did. I went all NFL because
Okay.
you're
That's
you don't listen.
you're like greatest athlete of all time.
And then who's your third?
Jim Brown.
That's hard to beat. Jim Brown's a great football
Brown.
player and a great lacrosse player.
He was a lacrosse player, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's one to put it kind of on
Honestly,
the map. a little.
across all sports except for golf, I couldn't go back like in eras that I didn't watch. Eras.
Oh, really?
It is
Because
difficult
I was
to
like,
do
you know
that
what?
unless you
I
just fall in
understand
love
their
with the
stats
history.
are great and all
Yeah.
this and this, but I didn't watch you, so
Jim
it's hard for
Brown
me to.
averaged 103 yards a game.
Oh, I know he's great.
It's like
and
Will
he played
Chamberlain,
like
too.
9 seasons. He was all pro 8 of those 9 seasons.
But I would say I would enjoy watching Barry Sanders over Jim Brown.
Barry Sanders is one that if he would
That
have
was
played,
a freak.
yeah, and if he would have continued to play longer, he would have. I'd been curious to see how many
I
records.
mean, he only
would've
played how many
shattered.
seasons? He left way early.
7 maybe.
Like it was.
He was how old
Yeah.
was he?
Yeah,
Early 30s,
not even.
like 30, 31.
Well, he might have
It's like
been-
Megatron.
yeah.
But Megatron just got ejected.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And along with my third. And my third is actually a little bit difficult because I think my third and my fourth are so close that I just went with one. But I'm kind of on the fence between Peyton Manning, okay, 2 times Super Bowl winner, but stats like crazy and just. And if you go back and look at some of his teams, like he had a hard time building, along with this other guy.
But that's your pick because
Greatest-
because of Brandy, right?
Absolutely.
Greatest regular season quarterback is Peyton Manning.
I do not occur with. I do not. I think it's Dan Marino.
Greatest regular season?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I think Dan Marino is the greatest to never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, because Dan Marino and Phil Mickelson used to be in the same talks there for a while. The greatest to never win.
Oh, yeah, before Phil won it.
And then and then I would say Drew Brees is the one that I'm having a hard time with because Drew is still breaking records.
Oh,
Yeah. It's also
I don't have Drew Brees in my top 5.
I don't either.
But yet he is leading all the stats. Everybody, even TB12, he's got him on a lot.
Barely.
They're still playing. He's younger than
Yeah.
Tom Brady too. I just ate the mic. Did you see me eat it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
myself.
Am I
little,
this?
little
Am I-
tongue flick,
am
little
I-
tongue flick on it.
The thing is, we're going to see quarterbacks breaking records for the rest of our lifetime because the rules have changed to protect the quarterbacks so much. And you're just going to see these offensive records just get broken and broken and broken and broken.
Which solidifies my Joe Montana stat.
If
Because
they
I
stick
just-
around.
If
Tom
NFL
Brady
sticks,
is a freak on his
is.
diet, his
He
regimen.
He is.
his
so-
son kissing,
Yes.
you know?
His injection of baby's blood.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
So
I think he's got Grogu's blood in him
Yeah.
right now. He's probably the one behind this whole scheme of the Mandalorian, and we just
Yeah.
don't know this yet.
exactly. But if other quarterbacks follow taking care of their body, yes. But if they don't,
Yeah. I mean, I could see Patrick Mahomes eventually breaking those records. I mean, he tried, like, it was the
Some of the throws that he had in the Super Bowl
while he was
on the ground,
falling and diving and throwing the ball.
not even looking,
and just,
no look,
Yeah, and
and
just
still almost.
and bouncing
landing.
off the receiver's hands.
Yep.
It was so
Let's
sad
don't
to
talk
see
about
that.
him yet because I got some for him.
I think he will be one of the greats.
Number 3
Yeah.
for me, quarterbacks, Brett Favre, Favre.
God, I love Brett Favre.
Don't forget about Brett Favre.
Yeah. I mean, Lord, he played what, like 500 consecutive games or something like that?
Brett, y'all remember whenever he retired and then he came back out of retirement. And then he retired, and then he came back out of retirement, and then he retired. And I don't know if he ever came back out, but he was close.
He came back out twice?
Yes. Yeah, that was like a big thing. Will he retire this year or will he come back? And there was like all these.
I thought he just retired once and then went to the Vikings.
No, he retired from Green Bay and then went to the Jets. And then retired from the Jets and then went to the Vikings.
Wait, did he retire or just get traded to the Jets?
No, he retired.
Okay.
And then
you're right. He did play
Vikings.
for the Jets.
And then went to I know that. I mean, come on. Check me, bro. Fact check me, bro. Go ahead. But no, he did. And then he went to the playoffs. And I remember, Aaron, you were over at the house when we watched that playoff game when I thought he died when he was with the Vikings.
Or just got hit.
He got beat up that game so bad. Yeah. And there was this one hit, and I was like, oh, I just witnessed death on field. I was like, oh, God. But he got back up. The dude was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't even have him in my top 6.
This thing says 3 times.
That's what
He retired 3 times? We retired.
I got to take him off my list. What a loser.
Just said that.
Brett Favre, number 3. I got number 4.
I thought he was number 4.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron's not there yet. I
Aaron
think
Rodgers.
Aaron is one of the most exciting players to watch right now still. Yep. That's why I wanted to see him and Patrick Mahomes. I just ate it again, by the way. So, sorry.
Number 5, I got, so I like, stocks and gambling and whatnot. So I went long on this pick.
Yeah.
I picked Patrick Mahomes.
He will be. I mean, he's been to 3 Super Bowls, and he's 22.
No, just 2.
Just 2.
Was he not in this?
Just last year and this year.
1-1 in Super Bowls now.
Wait, wasn't it the Chiefs and Rams that played?
No, that was New England and
Rams. Okay.
Yeah. That was another Tom Brady Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If he stays healthy, which I heard today that he's getting surgery on his foot.
Yep. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. As
long as on his toe.
Yeah, it should be something minor, but as long as he stays healthy, he'll be up there. Yeah,
I think he has opportunity, but when you're talking about greatest of all time, I don't think Aaron, and I don't think Patrick's not even close to there yet.
I mean, he's what, 25?
But I remember having this conversation about Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And now here comes Steph, still rolling. And
yep.
Dude, did you see that shot that he hit the other day?
No.
Oh God. Watch more TV, Fletch. Stop watching your WAP videos and start watching Steph Curry videos. All right, so let's move on then. So we got the NFL.
Yep.
You got let's talk about the one that I don't know a lot about. I'm not going to lie. I love the game of baseball. I do, and I'm probably going to piss off a lot of viewers because people love freaking baseball.
Well, not our viewers.
Yeah. But I do enjoy
America's
watching.
pastime.
It is America's
It's
pastime.
not anymore, but
a lot of women watches, by the way.
But who are your top 3? We'll go top 3.
3.
Yeah.
let me go to my notes.
I couldn't even get to 3.
I got number 1. I got Babe Ruth.
It should all be Babe Ruth.
It is.
He has a candy bar named after him. I mean,
it's Babe Ruth.
It is Babe
Ruth.
Yep.
I mean,
and the stats on Babe was, I looked in this up. He, he was a dominant home run hitter, and in an era that just he wasn't even close.
Yeah.
No one else was even close.
Yeah.
And he's still relevant to this day.
Yeah. He's still the third. He still holds the 3rd most home runs in MLB history.
And we're talking he got through all the steroids and still did it.
Yeah.
And he may have been on steroids, but we never know that. So.
But yeah, 714 home runs. That wasn't broken for 39 years.
That's special.
Till Hank Aaron did it.
Yep. Which is my 2nd.
Really?
Ooh, he's my 3rd.
He's my 2nd.
He didn't make it in my top 4.
Yeah, he's my 2nd.
I think
305 batting average.
Yeah.
I just burped on TV.
Yeah,
you like that? Sorry about that.
That's real nice.
Call Dr. Pepper.
Can y'all smell what Brandon's cooking?
Maybe.
Good God. We're doing this is professional.
Well, for me, any athlete with the name Aaron in his name, it's got to be in my top 5.
That's
why I picked Aaron Rodgers. I got Hank Aaron, number 3. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think he was phenomenal. I think he was great. I think some of the older ones were better. So Willie Mays is my number 2.
Hey.
So I had a hard time with Willie. I thought about putting Willie.
Yep.
Because Willie, but I went with a little bit of a lone horse, and I went with Cy Young.
Yep. I mean, there's an award named after him.
There is an award named after him,
Yep.
and he was, from a pitcher standpoint, one of, in his era, and we're going to go back to that again, one of the best
Yep.
to do it. And I think he ended up, let's see, what was it? I looked that up.
Such organized notes.
No,
you
he had a
have over here.
2.63 ERA.
Strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's real strong. And he, there was a point to, at the end of his career where he completely fell off.
Yeah.
And still had, so he was close to a 4, right under a 4 ERA. I mean, that's
Last couple seasons or something like that.
Yep.
And still had a 2 point something.
It was pretty strong, but he never got above 4. And then, like I said, he's got obviously an award named after him.
Yeah.
Cy
I mean,
Young.
Willie took. I've got a couple people on here. My 3 and 4 are kind of like ifs or ors. Willie took 2 years off to go fight in the Korean War.
He did.
Mad
And so
respect.
he still had 660 home runs and took 2 years off.
That's special. That's
Yeah.
So he could have beat old
Could have beat
old
Babe.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
You could have.
He would have stuck around
Mm-hmm.
and not went to that war. I mean, come on.
Sure.
But glad he did.
Who you
Yeah.
We won, right?
I think it's still a stalemate.
It's still going right now.
They're technically still at war.
Sure.
Always.
North and
Always
South
correct.
Korea are technically still at war.
Oh yeah.
History facts.
Already had 2 Willie Mays, 3 Hank Aaron, 4. I put Barry Bonds, and I had to put an asterisk beside him
Oh,
because that's just a part of his name.
yeah. So I had so my kind of tied for third were Barry Bonds and Ted Williams.
Oh, okay.
Barry Bonds, I mean, even before,
We got to see Barry Bonds, so we actually can appreciate that.
I mean, it was
We got to watch
unbelievable,
him
and
growing
just hit, what he hit 73 homers in a year or something like that one year. But he also he was just, I mean, before he got just jacked, he was still a phenomenal baseball player. I mean, he had 500 steals in his career. And looking at the last 5 years, you're
didn't
like,
have that
how
back
in
then.
the world did that guy steal? But he was slim and fit.
What about Pete Rose?
I want him back in the MLB. So he was great.
I'm a,
I still don't
I'm a
think
sucker for a gambler.
I don't think we're all degenerates here.
to the moon.
I don't think he's top 5. I think he was phenomenal, but I don't think he's top 5.
I'm not saying he is or isn't.
Yeah.
I think Barry was one that I looked at and I was like,
Asterisk.
And then I
Who doesn't love a
Sammy
little
Sosa
steroids?
I love it.
Sammy.
I'm just kidding.
Sammy.
I'm kidding.
You might as well say Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire, but I will tell you
That
that
was
was
fun.
That was
great
great
to
yes.
watch.
Mark
That was the
McGuire,
best thing.
Sammy
Steroids
Sosa.
was the best thing
What
to happen to
year was that?
baseball.
Hold on, what year was that? That was like
90.
2000. No, that was
02?
2000. I was in high school. Hey, fact check.
2000.
2000.
I don't know. I can look it up. But what am I looking up? The when Sosa,
yeah, 'cause it was
McGuire, and
70,
Bonds,
wasn't
or
it,
was it just Sosa, McGuire? Who? Was it all three of them?
It was Sosa and McGuire. Yeah, it was
Um,
those two. They went at it. That was fun. That was real fun.
now, Ted Williams, going back to history facts,
Hashtag history.
he took 5 years off of baseball, 3 to fight in World War II and 2 to fight in Korea. The 3 in World War II was in his prime of his career.
It's like Muhammad.
And so, I mean, he's second to Ruth in slugging percentage. Best on base percentage, 482.
That sounded like Brandon Redmond back then. Back in my softball days.
6-time batting champion, but the fact that he took 5 years off to go fight for our country, and 3 of those were in the prime of his career, what he could have done with 3 years in his prime,
America, where dreams are shattered, right?
where dreams take wing.
So,
Well, I think those are solid.
When was-
fact check alert here.
Yeah.
Yes, fact check.
1998.
Come on, I knew it was the 90s. Yeah.
Great.
But
Yeah.
growing up though, all these old players, I just can't comprehend it. When we grew up, I was watching Pedro Martinez.
Yeah.
I was watching what was the name of the pitcher that had the bloody ankle? He was
Bloody ankle.
Yeah, he was pitching with a bloody ankle. His sock had blood on it.
I can't remember.
What team was it for?
That was on Johnson, are you?
Randy Johnson. That was a
Randy
Oh
Johnson
yeah,
was
he
a
was
freak.
when
legit.
he hit that bird with that fastball. Poof.
I have to look
Bloody
it up.
ankle.
I don't remember
Pitch
that.
with a bloody ankle.
You're gonna know.
Check that fact.
Yeah, Pedro. Yeah, you knew,
But-
you knew we had Manny and you had Big Poppy.
Yep.
Yeah. Watching the Red Sox.
Jeter.
There it is. Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling.
Oh, Kurt. I mean, Kurt was good. That's Boston Red Sox.
But I mean, the
Maddox.
steroid era did make it fun to watch baseball.
Bring back steroids. Bring back steroids.
But I mean, everybody was taking them. They were all competing at the same level. You know, that's the argument.
Hey.
Is like,
Ken Griffey Jr.
oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, when we were growing up, I mean, that's the
And it-
people I
Oh,
watched.
Yeah.
I had
When it
those
was-
King Griffey's back in the day. Now,
The cards.
no, I had the shoes.
Ooh, okay. I was actually watching some Ken Griffey clips the other day, and he and his dad played on the same team together.
How awesome!
And there was someone hit one in the outfield, and his dad, was just like, I got it. And Ken Griffey just ran by and just snagged it from his dad. It was and just smiled at him.
That was a bad.
Ken Griffey was great.
He was great for TV.
Fred, the crime dog McGriff. Yes.
Thick.
Yeah.
Hold on, and
Greg Maddox.
who does the commercials now? Because I enjoyed Frank Thomas, right?
Frank the Big Hurt. Oh yeah,
With-
the
That has Viagra. I don't know.
the
what it is.
whatever the
Oh, we didn't talk
off-brand
about the
Viagra
Braves
is.
era, like Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones, Greg Maddox,
Name the Braves.
Schultz?
Big Poppy. Yeah. Well, he was Smoltz.
Smoltz.
He was an amazing. He still is a great golfer. I mean, he was one of those that could have went pro.
Oh, really? In golf?
So supposedly, there was a bet between Tiger and him on like a private thing, and like he took Tiger's money.
Really?
So supposedly,
It's pretty strong.
Fact check that.
I'm gonna get a refill. So
Yeah, go ahead, go get a refill. We're gonna move on, and I'll let you chime in, because I know you'll be
Just shout. Just
yeah,
shout
just
from the back.
Shout. No golf.
Golf.
So
I mean, we've got to cut. We're basketball and golf. We're gonna battle. I think. You and I are gonna battle
At golf?
with these top ones.
all right. So golf.
Golf.
So golf is obviously my love, right?
Aaron's in the background just laughing.
He is while he pours
Um,
his drink.
Look at that.
Hey,
Tito's.
bro, you gotta hook me up too, homeboy. No, just bring me a Mountain Dew, because I don't know if I have any DP left. I don't
got
have
some
any
DP?
Crown. No, DP.
Got some DP coming tonight.
I do. Anyways,
I'm good with my Tito's on the rocks. Thank you though.
not sponsored by Tito's, but would love to be.
Yeah, come on, Tito's.
Tiger, Jack Nicklaus, that's the race to me, right?
Yep.
So here's the master debate. You're welcome. You have Tiger
Yep.
with 82 wins,
Yep.
still playing,
Yep.
15 majors. Took him a long time to get that 15, but
Yep.
he was on 14 for a very long time until he won the Masters.
Mhm.
15 majors. By far, the most electrifying golfer to ever step foot. By a long shot.
Correct.
Changed the course of the game.
Literally,
Distance.
they had to change courses because of it.
True. Extend, everything. I mean, in distance, hitting it a mile.
Mm-hmm. Most Denny's waitresses.
Brought to you. Yeah.
Most Denny's waitresses hooked up with while married.
That's sad. Don't
Yeah.
do it. I wasn't going to go there, Tiger. I really wasn't.
No. I love Tiger.
number one on my list.
I'm putting him as number one. I know that Brandon's going to say Nicholas.
Not necessarily, but you have to make a fight for Nicholas, because here's the thing about Nicholas. 18 majors, and we go back to what we're
That
talking
sound.
about. You like that sound?
I should have got
Brought
the
to you
sound of you
by-
like popping the
Lung Positive Show.
opening that thing.
What are you doing?
What are you?
trash
Welcome
can
to the Plum Positive Show.
Brought
On
to you
track.
by
Always on track.
Not Mountain Dew. All right, so
That was our commercial.
that's true. Jack Nicklaus was, I mean, back in the day, I mean, you had a lot of really good golfers in there, because you're talking in that era, you had
Arnie.
Nelson, Arnie, Gary Player,
Yep.
Lee Trevino, there was a lot of really great golfers, and I think back then I think it's competitive now, super competitive now. I think it's harder
Yep.
to win now for sure. But up until the last 10 years, I think it was a lot harder to win back then. So, I mean, they were going at it. Courses were different, and the technology was completely different.
Right.
And he won 18 majors, 73 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and they had some bouts. I mean, and you go back and look at some of the stats, and he was there in every major.
Yep.
I mean, he was there. There was not many that he was not in contention on at all.
Well, same
And
thing.
then to be the
same
oldest
thing
to
with
win,
Tiger.
yes, but then to be the oldest to win a Masters, a major that was his 18th was magic. That was awesome.
How old was he?
50. How old was he? Will you fact check that?
I mean, you know, I got to.
His last Masters.
Who?
His last Masters win.
Who?
Nicholas.
Jack Nicklaus. Not Nicholson.
How old was he, or what year was it?
How old was he?
The year was 86, I believe.
Good year.
Check me.
Good year.
Terrible year.
No. He won more majors than everybody. He had great competition, but
46.
46.
46.
Yep. Okay.
How old's Tiger now? 42,
1986.
43?
86.
How old's Tiger now? 43-ish?
40. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. He was born in the 70s.
45.
Okay. And Tiger's got some in look. So
Think
I
about
get it.
that. Tiger's going to be in the senior tour 5 years.
he's still going to be just killing it on the PGA. Tiger, though,
Mhm.
like I get it. Jack Nicklaus is fantastic. I think he's my number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Tiger, 683 weeks at number 1.
Oh, yes. Yep, exactly.
And
More than 6 years better than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
6
And what was the cut?
years. What do you mean?
Give me the stat on the cut.
The stat on the cut, 142 consecutive PGA events.
That will never be beat.
Yeah, it's 29 more than anyone in history.
That will never be beat.
Yeah.
I don't think. That's the stat that's going to be hard.
You
You told me a stat when you sat down, which I had that stat, but you told me something that I thought was interesting, that Rory McIlroy would have to do what? How did you say that?
He would have to, I think Rory McIlroy would have to not miss a cut from now until the Players' Championship in 2028 to beat Tiger's record.
That's 7 more years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how phenomenal that stat was,
Yeah.
right? And there was no one, when I was talking about being electrifying, there was no one who did what Tiger did
Oh, yeah.
from 1999 to 2008. It was
It was,
incredible.
I mean, it's what got a lot of kids into golf.
golf.
And that's why you're seeing the Rorys and the
Well-
Spieths and Patrick Reed, a little cheater. And
The first, that's true. He is though. He's-
well, the most important stat of all,
Yeah.
which is why I have Tiger Woods number 1 on my list.
oh, please let it be the women.
Let it be what?
The women.
Let's talk about that
He
stat.
is the only one that's had his own video game for 20 years.
In golf?
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
Oh. He had the
now-
best.
Name,
No,
name another golfer that's
Davis
had
Love.
No.
video game.
Davis Love.
There was a video game, Davis
Yes,
Love video
Davis
game.
Love.
But for 20 years?
No,
That's what
I'm
that's my
saying-
stat. He is the
okay.
only golfer that's had
for
his own
but it's
video
not
game.
there
'cause
anymore.
That's
He
all
doesn't-
that matters.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I
But it was still
wasted
for 20
so
years.
much time playing that
God, it
game.
was
Oh
a
my god,
fun
I
video
love
game.
that game. I remember going up there and building my grandfather and his own person that looked just like him. Pot belly.
What?
Respect.
You remember you could make your
Create your own
character
player.
back there? Create your own
Oh,
player. That was like back in when
Yeah.
you first would be able to
Could
it was on
create your own player.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
It was on PlayStation or PlayStation 2.
PlayStation.
It might have been PS2. That's when
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. And like I said with the earlier athletes, he was the one I actually grew up watching. So
Right.
these other guys, great stats, but I didn't see them.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
And that's what I was telling y'all about. Who are you going for in the Super Bowl? Is it Tom Brady or is it Patrick Mahomes? And I said it's the Tiger syndrome. I can't not bet against Tiger.
You
If
can't
Tiger
not
is
bet against him, but you can pull against Tom Brady.
Oh, I agree with that because I was pulling against Tom Brady.
Good.
But what I'm saying is you can't bet. In other words, if I I told them, I said, I wanted Kansas City to win, but I know Tom Brady's going to do it. It's the same thing, but I'm going to root for Tiger, though. That's the thing.
I'm always rooting for Tiger. I've been a Tiger fan since I was, 7 years old when he was first starting
And then
out.
after he came out with his scandal, I was even more of a Tiger fan. So I am now, kudos to Tiger.
So let me go to my number 3 because also very, very.
You put Jack Nicklaus second?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
My number 3, and I'll tell you why, and it's one of the most important stats to me,
right.
is
Near and dear. to
Arnold Palmer.
This is why I wore this vest tonight.
Arnold Palmer. And for me, it's because he has a drink named after him.
Correct.
But
He does.
that's just me.
Also
I'm not
went
a
to Wake
golf guy.
Forest. Huge Arnie fan. He's also my number 3.
Go ahead.
He's-
Give some stats because
I
I'm all
would-
about the drink.
I would say that all of our 3 are the same. I would
Look
put
at
Tiger
this.
first, and I would
Look
put
at
Arnie
this.
third.
to the
Plum Positive Show. Arnie, local WFU. I'll let you get that glory.
Go Deeks.
But
Deeks.
but what Arnie did, he obviously was a fantastic ambassador for the game. But even more importantly, what he did for the game and why there is a golf channel and taking it to another level, and Arnie's Army.
Yep.
I was all about it.
He won.
And what a great human being.
Yo, yeah.
And I got to meet him. So
Did you really?
yes, and his hands are so big.
Mm.
Yeah, like not.
You know what
like
that means?
Like Popeye did.
He's got
Big
big gloves.
gloves.
Big
Yes,
gloves.
sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, he shares the record for the most consecutive PGA Tour seasons with a victory, 17 with Jack Nicklaus. 62 PGA Tour wins, so just a little bit behind Nicklaus.
Did you put the senior rings on there too?
I did not put the senior
Okay,
wins.
he had a good.
Yeah.
He had the best, one of the best senior tours.
Yep. 7 majors, top 10 in 11 consecutive Masters. He recorded 50 straight starts at the Masters. 50. 22 Ryder Cup, won 22 Ryder Cup matches, U.S. record.
That could be a whole nother stat. Who's the best Ryder Cupper of all time?
Yeah. We didn't research that, so let's
Yeah,
not go
well,
there.
Who's the best Ryder Cup?
Right. Yeah.
Ryder Cup.
What's her name?
Ryder C Cup. Go check it out. That's on the up. Yeah, but no, yeah, I think all 3 of us are in agreement on that. Yeah,
First
but
time.
obviously, golf is near and dear to my heart. But I do put Tiger first. But I think it's still difficult. But when Jack Nicklaus comes out and says it for himself, that Tiger was better.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah. So.
I mean, he
Can you play that clip? Hold on one second.
but I mean, that's the thing about Tiger is he completely changed the game.
And to think you talking about Willie Mays taking time off and Ted Williams taking time off. Tiger got arrested.
Yeah.
And really
Tiger-
went off the deep end.
Tiger took off a couple of times.
He did. And
Yeah.
really went off the deep end, and he's had nothing but back surgery and back issues. He had another surgery. So
Poor guy.
He's a bionic man.
Poor guy.
He
Yeah.
is. Yeah, I agree with that.
Wow. I'm proud of us. All 3
Well,
agreeing.
when you
So
start the
proud.
show with a in tune Plum Positive Show jingle, you should know how it's going to go the rest of the day. We're going to come
You should
together.
be locked in.
We are locked in.
You should be like,
Absolutely.
dang, I will not miss
That's true.
another
Yeah.
second of this episode.
Well, I think here's where we're going to argue.
B-ball, right?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Basketball. I got a
Are y'all
basketball,
just doing
Jones.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. I don't know what just happened.
Basketball,
I'm not sure. I want to watch the new Space Jam. But anyways,
I'm not going to watch the new Space Jam.
you will.
Yes, you
will
will, and
not.
you will like
You
it.
will.
No,
Back-
it is no.
We are doing a back-to-back. We're watching the original, and then we're watching the new one.
All right, fine. We'll do that. We'll
Really
do that,
twisted
and
your
then we'll
hand on that
see that Michael Jordan is better in Space Jam than LeBron, as well as basketball. Better in basketball than LeBron.
All right,
too.
so all right, so we have, and we've already, guys. If y'all listen to the show, we did get a little sideways on this one time, right?
Yeah.
Basketball, LeBron James, Michael Jordan,
What?
1 and 2,
What's the pause?
1 and 2, right? 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have them 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
You do have them 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yes.
And one
Ask
is
again.
LeBron James, right?
One is Michael Jordan.
What?
Yeah.
One
Who do you have?
is Michael Jordan.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
I thought you were arguing the other week about how it was LeBron.
No, what I am saying is from a stat standpoint, and here we go again with the wins and the stats
go.
and how
Here
he's
we
done it,
go
right?
again.
3 teams, 4 championships, okay? He'll probably get 5 this year. 3 on different teams. I can't knock it because wherever he goes, he's winning. You can't say anything about that.
Yep.
But man, it is really difficult, and this is why Michael Jordan continues to be Michael Jordan. 6 championship games, 6 championships.
Yep. 6-0. 6-0 in
Same
NBA
team.
Finals.
Same
team.
team.
Same team. Not hopping around where all the good players are going to be so he can just hop on a team and get a championship like Bron
Well, he
did.
treats his career kind of like, hey, what part do I want to go and spend some time in? So he likes
I think
to,
he
likes
treats his
to move.
career as
And he's a real estate
I don't
agent's
knock.
man.
I don't knock going to different teams because Jordan brought the players there.
right.
He would have done the same thing, but he did bring pieces there
Yeah,
to make
he
it
did.
happen.
Yeah, which every team wants to build around that. But, good Lord, he was just, LeBron was a, Cleveland guy. He was like, oh, yeah, Cleveland. Of course, he did win one there.
He
but,
did.
Yeah,
dude,
but that's
you
after
can,
he came back.
after he came back after winning a couple at Miami. But, dude, you can just stay there and just if you're that good,
Do you want to stay in Cleveland?
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly.
At least it's not
I mean,
Detroit.
you're
He went to
talking
Cleveland to Miami. Remember
Miami,
this?
Yeah, and then
and
back-
then to L.A.
Yeah.
or back to Cleveland.
So
then
just
LA.
stay somewhere. Most of these other players that
Nah.
are the
I don't think
greats,
he's going to go anywhere else. I think this is where he hangs his hat. I think
Definitely
L.A. is where he
stay in
hangs his
L.A.
hat.
But
I
think
don't know.
about it. If you were young, I mean, I'd be wanting to live in different cities. Why be stuck in one place?
Chicago's awesome though, so I
you
get why
can-
Michael Jordan stayed there.
Chi-town.
Shot-town. That's where
But
Malort
hold
comes
on.
from.
But also the reason why I put Michael Jordan is also because he won another championship,
Okay.
Tar Heels. So he won University of North Carolina. He performed there and performed. I mean, he has one of the most famous, step back shots to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jordan for sure. He changed the
Jordan
culture.
for sure.
Yeah,
Every
he did.
fashion culture,
Yep.
basketball culture. He just and it's still
Mhm.
still to this day, retired, but still, an icon in fashion and everything. So
Absolutely.
LeBron could not do that.
He also played 200 plus less games than LeBron James has, and has won 2 more championships than LeBron. He's only he's scored more points per game than LeBron. And Lord, if he hadn't taken those years off to go play baseball, he could have won more.
2 more. He would have won 2 more.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because he was in his prime.
Because he still had his team. The Bulls still had their same team.
Yeah.
But isn't that
Did
interesting?
y'all
how you-
watch The Last Dance
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Did the Bulls
absolutely.
make it to the? They made it to the playoffs.
without him?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
First or second round, I can't remember, but they made it. So if they would have
Yeah.
had Jordan, then for sure, I think they would have.
Is that the years that they played Shaquille and Orlando?
Probably.
I
think
loved
Orlando.
watching Shaq when he was at the Magic.
Penny Hardaway, Shaq.
Penny.
All I can
Did y'all
think about
play?
NBA Jam?
Yeah, NBA Hang Time. Oh my gosh, I've still got my 64. I'll break it out occasionally, play a little Hang Time.
Yes, sir.
love it.
And Michael Jordan, he's not on any video game. He wouldn't allow his likeness to be on
Player
any video
99, baby.
game. What's that?
Player 99.
99.
Yeah. Well, and until it was like an NBA 2K something, and it was like a whole video game about
Jordan, yep.
Jordan.
Yep.
So you could go and play like his old, like the flu game and like all these like challenging games where he had to come back. And man, that was so much fun.
Oh, my God.
It was the first time to be able to play as Michael Jordan on a video game. God, that was great. I need to go replay that. Dig my Xbox out of the landfill and
Yes.
play that.
Still want my chipped Xbox back.
Exactly. My mod chip
Oh, my
Xbox.
gosh.
I got
You
my
can play
Dreamcast.
everything.
Fletch saw my
I
Dreamcast.
did see your Dreamcast when we were
It's been a
moving.
minute since I've seen that.
the
You
box.
played Crazy Taxi?
Yes, sir.
But I love playing 2K on that now.
Yeah, NBA 2K,
Yeah.
2K1, 2K2, and
Allen Iverson. Ooh,
He didn't make it into my top 3, but he's one of my top 5 favorite players.
Oh, favorite
Let's move
players.
on.
Yeah.
Then we got.
Well, we know who
obviously
2 is.
One and
I
two.
think everybody agrees.
1 and 2 is
Yep.
LeBron, like Michael and LeBron. So let's go to 3.
The Thief.
We all will
The Thief is number 3 to me.
we'll all disagree. I think on 3. Go ahead,
Mark.
Brandon. Who's your number 3?
Kobe Bryant, the Thief.
I disagree.
I think Kobe.
Why is he the thief? Black
because
Mamba.
he-
what
he-
you getting-
because the
what's-
Black Mamba
what's
stole
the-
all
what's the
Michael
thief?
Jordan's boobs. That's what Michael said, and it's true. If there's a YouTube video that's out there, I don't know if y'all have seen it, where it literally it goes to Michael Jordan like shooting a shot, and it's like exactly same spot, same everything, and it's Kobe spot on.
Really?
Exactly like it. I'll show it to you. But I mean he has 5. He's a 5-time NBA champion too.
Yeah.
And he had to work pretty hard. I mean, he had there for a little bit. The only player that I think they got 3 together, correct? Or is it 2? It's either 2 or 3 he got with
Shaq.
Shaq.
I think they got
3, didn't
3.
I think maybe 3.
I think 3.
Yeah.
And they did not like each other either.
Oh God, no, they didn't. My 3, and I've got 2. I mentioned one of them earlier.
Okay.
Bill Russell or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm leaning towards Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem could fought Bruce Lee too. So I think
What's that?
He fought Bruce Lee too, right?
Did he?
Right. And the Enter the Dragon.
Oh, yeah. He was also in Airplane, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. So that automatically puts him a little bit above Bill Russell, who had 11 championships. Kareem had 6. He was in like 15. He was the 15-time All-NBA
What about
team.
Wilt Chamberlain?
Yeah, he was up there too. He was up there.
Mr. 100.
I mean, and
But once
there-
again, I will not vote for any guy I didn't watch.
yeah.
So I got my number 3 was Kobe Bryant as well. So
Okay.
Kobe.
may he rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
R.I.P. God, that was so sad.
And we just come up on a year with that. Just
Yeah.
last week?
Yes, and the news is flooded with the results of all that, of who they're blaming and this and that. Today I saw
Shocking.
quite a few articles, but
Mm.
pilot.
Aaron, you got to go back in
Pilot's
time.
fault.
Yeah,
You
it was
do.
the pilot's fault.
But anyways,
You got to go back in time, Aaron.
can't.
Back in the time.
You got to.
Way back.
I just can't respect it because I didn't see it.
You
I
can
don't,
watch
I don't
it.
believe it.
I don't believe it if I
It
didn't
didn't
see
happen.
Well, I mean that is the crazy thing that Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game wasn't recorded. You just have the picture of him holding up
the paper with
the paper with 100
But
written on
back
it.
then he's playing against a bunch of bunch of white scrubs
Yeah,
who couldn't score 101 points against
Right.
a bunch of short white dudes.
I could not.
Well, if you were an athlete like him,
That's true.
I mean,
No, Wilt was fantastic
like,
too.
how come basketball sucked so bad back in the day? It really was because it's a bunch of white dudes when it first started.
Hey, we got Larry Bird.
But that was a different era. I mean,
We got Larry Bird. Dude, Manu Ginobili was good.
Yeah, but we're in the era.
Dirk
now.
Nowitzki.
Dirk.
none Americans, by the way.
Larry Bird was.
Larry Bird.
Yes, but
He was from French
but after
Lick,
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yes, after Larry Bird, you went into,
was
European
an
players. But they're a minority. So, anyways, that's why he scored 101 points. By the
Yeah.
way,
But you know who I think will be on this list? Steph.
number 4.
Sure.
Do you have Curry on your list?
I didn't go to 5. I went to 3 on all of mine, but I think Steph Curry will be on my list.
Is that
because
Del Curry's son?
It's Seth's brother. Yeah, Seth's brother.
He will be top 5, I think, when it's all said and done. But my number 4, which Fletcher will appreciate, is
Timmy?
Tim Duncan.
Timmy
D.
D, baby. Timmy. Yeah, I mean, talk about
Going back to
Wake
What
Forest.
you talking about this?
Yeah.
Is that why you
Yes.
wore that tonight?
I did.
The people love it.
I did.
Arnie's Army and Timmy D's D. Go ahead.
Yeah. Talk about people that like
Large.
grew up watching.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So
Get him to laugh, but he wasn't.
Where's Tim Duncan from?
he's from he's like from like the Bahamas or like St. Croix or something like that.
Bahamas?
Yeah. Bahamas? Is it the Bahamas? Is that where he's from?
Something.
So he was a swimmer, until a hurricane
Loser.
ripped through his swimming pool.
And blew him away, and like he
Yes,
he grabbed the ball and like
landed here
dunked
and-
it on accident.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
do this.
Dave Odom recruited him, and so I've been going to Wake Forest games since I was a gleam in my daddy's eye, and so I grew up going to the Wake Forest games, watching Tim Duncan and Randolph Childress, and still remember going to the ACC tournament where Randolph Childress put up one of the most dominant ACC tournament performances of all time against
Duke,
no,
Carolina.
yep.
That's what I meant.
But yeah, back-to-back ACC championships, and
I
then
will
Wake
tell you,
Forest.
Carolina is one of those teams that somebody will eat us. Somebody would just freaking score a lot of points on
Yeah.
us. We've always been built like this. But like, yeah, we beat them. But homeboy had 40 points. I'm like, God, dog. It was his only game of his career. 40 points on. I'm like, yeah, how does that always happen?
Let's
like
talk about growing up. My favorite college basketball when I was younger was watching the Tar Heels with Stackhouse and Wallace, right?
Oh yeah,
And then Carter and Jamison.
mm-hmm.
Those two teams were
It was like
the greatest entertainment of all time.
Yeah,
College.
I mean, I grew up hating Carolina. Still, do not like the Heels. I will. The only game that I'll pull for them is when they play against Duke because I hate them even more
Which today is what is today? The 9th?
all day.
Today's the 9th.
Yep.
Still.
And as of today's the 9th?
Yeah, I
Cool.
guess.
It's
Still
the
all
9th.
day.
My
Still the
phone
9th.
says so, yes.
Yeah.
We just beat Duke, so I'm very happy.
Yep. For Saturday,
Saturday
Yeah.
the 6th.
So, yeah, Tim Duncan. Did you have 5 people or just
I just had 3. I really had 4, but
I mean, if I had to go again, I would put Bill Russell too. So that would be my fourth.
all right? 5, I had Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
Best 3-point shooter of all time.
Best free throw percentage of all
well,
time.
I mean, I heard an analogy, because Shaq is notoriously just horrible at shooting free throws, but it's
I don't agree with that.
but can you imagine shooting a free throw with a tennis ball? Because that's basically what a basketball was in Shaquille O'Neal's hand. I mean, I can't imagine having to shoot something just just in my hand like that. So, but he was dominant. I don't think he's top 5, probably 10, probably top 10.
I'd say top 10.
Because he also changed the game because
And then
people
we could
couldn't
take it down
defend
and
him.
just do freaking by positions.
Yeah, we could.
Then I think he's top 3 in in a traditional center, which they don't really have anymore.
No.
Words.
I think that's all the sports.
Yeah, we're going to touch on
Hockey.
We didn't do hockey.
Lacrosse.
We can visit hockey
Okay.
and tennis.
Never.
I love me some
tennis.
tennis.
Agassi, Sampras. That's all I know.
Woo! I mean,
So you got to throw Serena in there.
Yes.
Rafa Nadal. I mean, Federer's
yeah.
Federer's could be the greatest.
could be.
But we can discuss this on a
We
different
could talk
episode.
about football.
What's that?
Football.
Oh yes, Messi.
Football Americano?
No, football.
Oh, the actual soccer.
Yeah,
The football.
the football. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can come back. We can do a part 2 of sports ball.
Yeah, I won't be
Yeah,
here
I'm
for
good
that.
with that.
I'll skip that one.
We're actually going to be having some professional athletes on here very soon.
Oh,
Yes.
do tell.
I shouldn't I? Did y'all know about this?
I'm listening.
No. Yeah, but I'm waiting to confirm the dates. So I will hold off on that. But we will be
What a
having
teaser.
a couple
What a
of professional
teaser.
athletes on here
Yeah.
that are currently playing.
Oh,
So, anyways,
Ooh.
working
can
on
we
that.
can we get a hint on the sport?
One of them is lacrosse.
Oh, people love lacrosse
Little
watching.
PLL action.
People love lacrosse.
They do. Fastest growing sport in America.
So fast.
America. Yeah.
What's the second sport?
Basketball.
Oh, now the people's listening.
Yep. So, anyways. Former college player and NBA player.
Oh.
Working on that. Working on it.
Wait,
working on
former college player and current NBA player?
No, not current. I'm working on that hard.
Yeah,
You know
that's
who
what
I'm
I'm really.
talking
That's
about,
what I'm
too.
really hoping
You know
for,
who I'm
buddy.
talking about too.
That's what I'm really hoping for.
Yeah, but anyways, and don't we have a special guest coming on here real soon, right?
Oh yeah. Do we want to tease that now?
You can
or
tease. Just give him a, just
Just
a
a
tip. Just a tip.
just the tip?
Just a
Plays for a bassist who plays for a classic rock band. Very popular in the 60s and 70s. And I'm very excited. We're having him on at the end of February.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, via video.
So I know that you think that we're just some dumbasses, and we are.
We
We
are.
are the
But
show about nothing,
Yeah, but everything.
but everything,
Everything
at
all
the
at
same time.
Yeah. Are we all doing everything in unison now? Is that,
Just
is that
like-
our shtick? Don't do the jingle. Don't do the jingle.
Hey, what's the next line? Just like Seinfeld.
Just like
I thought we went unison there.
I thought you were going to sing the jingle
But
again.
better and more successful.
Yes, correct.
It's true.
Yeah.
Millions upon millions of followers. We do appreciate you.
Yes.
Where are we going? Are we going to do like a?
Where are we going? I don't know. Where are we going?
Aren't we going to do
Talk about it, Rizzle.
Where are we going?
the people want us to go somewhere
right, so
once
the
a
peop-
month
all
at a
right,
place
okay,
and do
okay.
the episode. Where are we going?
We are going to. I don't know yet. We got a lot of places we're about to go.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, if you are a business and you are looking to have us come out, I don't know why, but it would be fun.
Exposure.
Exposure, yes. But you know, this is the greatest promo of all time. No, if you really do want us to come out, we will. The Plum Positive Show. Yes, but we will. Honestly, we're doing live shows right now, and I'm trying to keep my together right now because Fletch is losing it beside me. But no, we are doing live shows. We were at the Bean. We were live.
Still not live, Brandon.
It's live for-
pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded.
Well,
It's an
you were
on-site episode
On-site episode.
at somewhere. If you want us to go live, just let us know. If you want us to go live, just
We didn't even make a short joke tonight,
Send us a
Brandon. Get your-
message.
bring you on back here. Come on, man. You were gone for a week. We didn't make a short joke
if
about
the people
you.
want us to go live, we'll go live. But the people haven't spoken.
The people have not spoken.
So
We're
that's
going to be
just what we do.
pre-recorded just like always.
people can't speak because they're not live. But if you want us to come out to your business,
Yes.
we are honestly doing. We're traveling. We're going to be going to Carolina Beach here soon.
You've been promising this for months.
It's going to happen. I
Yes.
just got to make that phone call, and I don't really want to go down there when it's
Charity,
cold.
are we doing some charity stuff?
Yeah, we're going to be doing. We got the Pack the Sack event that's already in the works for next year. What else, charity? What the hell is going on behind me, and I can't see? What is happening?
Nothing.
I did.
All right. So there. All right. There is a legit. It's not a charity, but it's a. I don't want to say movement.
Blah, 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 blah.
I don't want to say.
Benefit? What is it?
No, it's just like so.
Is it
it's,
giving
it's
back to the people?
Giving back to the people.
That's all that
Giving
matters.
back to the community. So it's Takeout Winston-Salem, hashtag Takeout WS. And it's just a pledge to go and get takeout from a local restaurant twice a week. We obviously know with the pandemic, everybody's been struggling. All the restaurants have been struggling. We just had Pete's for dinner tonight. We did a little takeout. I think there might be some sort of contest still going on where you can submit receipts for the restaurants that you've been to. Just two places that you've gotten takeout from in Winston-Salem over the last week. So I will certainly be
Why
participating.
don't we do a contest?
Hey,
Let's do a contest for us.
What are we
Let's
doing?
have some fun with it.
what?
Let's,
Do we want to discuss this?
No, we don't.
It's the Brandon
No,
show.
because it's
the
fun.
director. It's
No,
the Brandon show.
Give me my damn chair, my little
the
director chair.
branded show.
Why don't we do a contest and we'll for a local business. If you win it, we'll come up with some stuff. But we'll do on social media. Listen, hold on, calm down. Listen.
Talk us through it. Talk us through
Talk
it.
us through
Make it up
We'll
as you
do
go.
Something
We are
make it up as we go.
We're literally
That's what I
making
do.
this up.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm listening.
But we'll do a contest on social media, and
Yep.
whoever tags, you got to tag your meal and where it's at. And whoever has the most over the
Are
week.
you just hijacking the takeout?
No, I'm trying to support it, but it has to be hashtag Winston-Salem or
Hashtag takeout WS?
Yes, it
Yeah.
has to be that. And there's rules. There's going to be rules. You know what?
This is such a well thought out.
There's going to be rules.
We
There's
can
going to be a
work out the
contest.
details on the back end.
Contest.
New contest. New
Contest coming
contest.
soon.
It will be
Coming
happening.
soon.
I will
New
make it happen.
contest coming out. to support
to
Takeout
support
WS.
Takeout WS.
Yes.
That's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Well, almost had a good episode.
Well, folks, it's been a great episode.
Almost had a good episode.
Plum.
Wait.
Whoa, what?
Take a
Whoa,
breather.
Whoa,
whoa.
I am on it. What else you got to talk about,
on.
feller?
All right. Continue to listen to us on Spotify.
Yes.
Watch us on YouTube, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. That's all I got.
And check out Instagram. We're on
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
and Instagram, so make sure that you follow us and
Stop sending us
subscribe.
nude pics.
Please do that. Yeah.
Stop.
I
No,
kind of
stop.
enjoyed it, but my son did. All right. Take it away, Rizzle.
All right. So, folks, Plum.
Positive.
Out.
See you guys.